Hello and welcome to She the People Small Screen Fest. I'm Tanvi Akhauri and we're talking today about the big space of small screen content in the digital age. How relevant is OTT and television in our long running and grand culture of theatre, cinema, and big screen releases? The small screen world today is buzzing with experimental films and shows that are breaking barriers on mainstream narratives, handing better roles to women, and giving actors, artists, and crew the opportunities they deserve. Is the tide changing on how Indian audiences consume content? Are small screens walking the talk of making real time change? We are joined today by some wonderful guests who have new projects on their OTT and television calendars: Gauahar Khan, Anchal Singh, and Vidhi Pandya. These actors are pushing the envelope in the dynamic small screen space. They weigh in on what makes this room an exciting one to be in. From layered roles to grey characters to stereotyping in content and the importance of a digital presence, we discuss it all on this panel. So, what is it that makes OTT and the small screens such an important and powerful medium?
There's a lot more opportunity now, not just for actors, but for all technicians, script writers, in all kinds of fields. So yes, OTT has kind of expanded the arena for all of us, and now a lot of people are getting the opportunity to show out what they really have in them. So I think it is a great time for not just actors, but for the entire industry. And with platforms like Amazon and all the other credible platforms that we have, I think it's going in the right direction.
टीवी हर घर में है, हर घर में है, and that is why the access to the TV shows are much better, because and अभी वेब सीरीज आ गया है, अभी दूसरे कहीं ऑनलाइन sites है जहाँ पे हम shows देख पाते हैं, so that has pulled every producer's TV producer socks up to really make good content, because people are now used to good content, because we have, like I said, web series बहुत बन रही है, films आजकल web series के platform पे आ रहा है, so the producers understand this, and they are also pulling their socks up to really make good content, and बस message हो, entertainment के साथ एक message हो that may move people or may bring people to do some changes in life in our society. So I think it has a lot of scope to the TV, the TV audience काफी connected है आज भी. Web series movies अपनी जगह है, but TV का आज भी है audience, but it's just a matter of good content, and we are really hoping that with this show that people do love our show, watch our show, and along with that we can just bring a change in our society.
For decades, women have been portrayed as nurturers and caretakers on our screens and stories. They've always been shown as maternal figures who are looking after someone with no one to look after them. And they are seen as sacrificial models in the entire plot, usually. Do you think OTT is giving women and affording them the opportunity of playing more layered, grey characters? Are our audiences comfortable seeing women playing the role of antagonists on screen, or what we call the negative character?
Yeah, I think it proves to be an interesting watch. I think from the time Kajol played something negative in Gupt to women now on the OTT platform playing even grayer shades. It's interesting to watch. I think it gives a position of power to women, and I like it. I like to watch it.
Women or men, I mean, my hero in the show is playing a grey character in a way. I mean, for me he is just a guy who manipulates, but वो promos में तो हर कोई बोलेगा अरे he's playing the negative, ये hero के negative play कर रहा है. Playing what now? अब लड़कों का तो कोई term नहीं है ना, जैसे लड़कियों का vamp का, I don't know, लड़कों का कोई term नहीं है शायद. So I mean, it's the way you see. Like, I see him as a manipulative guy, I don't see him as a negative guy. I see him as a manipulative guy. So I mean, again, like I say, it's a perception, like how you see. So comfortable, yes, because वो too much of negativity हमें नहीं दिखानी, जब हम एक अच्छा मैसेज एक ग्रे कैरेक्टर या एक ग्रे शेड के वाया भी दिखा सकते हैं. So in our show also there is no negative, there is just a perspective, a different perspective. So yeah.
Honestly, I feel that things are changing. Even when I was growing up, I did see cinema catering to this aspect of women as well, but not largely or not as a main role, But now things are really changing because there are so many opportunities to showcase the lives of different people and their emotions. So now women cannot be ignored for sure, and it's not about showing the gray side to a woman, or to show um, or to just make them seem as just a bubbly nice girl. There's so much to a woman, like any other man, so it's good and great that we are diving deep into that, and we're exploring those sides, and we, as audiences, we love it. As actors, it's very liberating to play something like that. We don't want to be defined by boundaries, so yes, it's all great.
So India has had a fairly long 2-decade romance with the concept of reality TV. It, of course, started at the turn of the new millennium in the early 2000s, and it's only fueled forward from there. Do you think that these portrayals, as we see them on reality TV in our small screens, do they help in furthering or exaggerating the stereotypes that we attach to gender roles, for instance? For example, the concept of cat fights is very popular in most mainstream reality shows that our audience enjoys. And these shows, of course, enjoy a very, very wide fan following and create very large TRPs. Do you think that they are playing up on their numbers by exploiting on the sensibilities, on the sexist sensibilities of our audiences?
More than Indian TV, I think it's about human beings. It has nothing to do with TV or movie or a corporate system. It's people who are judging are human beings, and people like you and I. So I think people need to change that mindset. And I'm glad that TV and movies, I mean, this media industry is such uh, uh, I mean, sorry, the movies and TVs are such surrounded by media that our messages reaches ghar ghar tak. So we really hope that as TV actors or as movie makers or whoever can bring that change in the society. It has nothing to do with the medium. कैट फाइट्स है, ऐसे कपड़े क्यों पहन रही है, ये बोलते तो इंसान है ना, उससे कोई टीवी का या मूवी का लेना देना नहीं है. आई थिंक इट्स अबाउट ह्यूमन बीइंग्स, एंड आई थिंक वी एज ह्यूमन नीड टू जस्ट open our heads and just let people live the way they want to live. I mean,
again, who are we to kind of judge what kind of content is being approved on for people to watch? So it's very easy for us to sit here and say that oh, this is not acceptable, or that's not really in the right space. But reality television is that, right? It is peeping into other people's lives and watch it for entertainment. And I mean, I don't think if it is really orchestrating a fight, if you're referring to Big Boss or any other such shows, you sign up for it. You are put into those situations where your reactions are your own. And I think nobody really tells you to behave a certain way or to react a certain way. I've been a part of a reality show where I didn't really have to do anything. Every reaction of mine was my own. And how you conduct yourself is completely up to a woman or a man. So if you choose to be in a fight where you're going to behave in a nasty fashion, then that choice is yours. And I wouldn't blame the makers at all.
Now, OTT today is affording Indian audiences the opportunity to watch content in a wide variety of languages, and really explore the plethora of films and shows and series that India has to offer. And this was something that was largely absent from the theater culture that we previously had pre-pandemic. And the internet and the digital age, of course, has ushered in a new mode of consuming content. Do you think this is a positive turn of events for the lesser represented talent in India?
See, I feel that as an artist, I'm speaking, we don't like to have boundaries, ये regional cinema है, ये Indian, ये South है, ये Bollywood है, ये Korean hai. I mean, an artist is an artist, and they just need good opportunities to perform. One good thing is that because of the OTT platform, we get to see a lot of world cinema today. We get to see a lot of content. डबिंग करके दिखा देते हैं या सब टाइटल्स करके दे सकते हैं, मतलब आ जाता है. So it's great to connect, and culture and language should not be a barrier. I feel that should rather be a connecting point, because we are getting to see so many different cultures, and and having said that, we cannot forget that love is universal, emotions are universal. If somebody laughs, I would like to laugh with them. If somebody can make me cry, I'm also going to cry with them. So the connecting, the connection was never a problem. It's just that how do we get to know about each other's cinema? And again, as an artist, I don't want to say कि I want to stick to only a certain kind of a cinema or one language only. I'm very greedy that way. If I get good work in any language, in any part of the world, I would be very happy with it, and I'll just readily jump into it.
Now, despite the spread and prevalence of OTT and films in India, we still enjoy as a country a very, very wide television watching audience, and the numbers, remain unrivaled for the consumption of small screen content as compared to anything else that we see. The OTT, of course, is leading a very liberated and modified dialogue on various social issues, be it the status of women in households or the right that women have to work outside of households, to make careers, to balance both work and family. And it has long been argued that television content has been one of the major flag bearers in our country of furthering very regressive practices that really don't speak well for equality of genders. Do you think that with this more modernized and emancipated content that we're seeing on OTT today, the television is also trying to modify itself and make changes to the kind of content that it is pushing and the ideas that it is promoting?
It's not a family drama. It will be a part of it, क्योंकि family drama हर घर में होता है, हर normal आपके घर में भी होता है, मेरे घर में भी होता है. तो family drama is not the main concept of our show. The content, the concept, the message is way larger than the family drama. So I feel, yes, people are focusing on the content, people are focusing on the message, people are focusing on the deliverables, that it's not just typical pan, zoom, zoom, zoom. The taking is different because now people have evolved and we want to showcase our message, showcase our show and present our show in a certain way that people relate to. People no more like zooming, panning, the camera moving from here to here. I don't know what. We just like to keep it static, and we want our actors to speak and our message to be, just reached to the audience.
So we know that art imitates life and life imitates art. The film and entertainment industry, show business, has always been seen and perceived to be a hotbed of stereotypes. It draws from a lot of prejudices that exist in real-time society, and unfortunately also feeds back into a lot of those prejudices through the content that it produces and through the content that the audience consumes. What do you think are some stereotypes that the film industry still needs to break?
There are quite a few. To start with, to start with women only. generally, a lot of times I've been auditioned, and when I've asked कि ये तो dialogues हैं, ये तो scenes हैं, what is the character like? So they give you this example कि she's very bubbly and chirpy, so this really happens a lot, and it's funny because we still get stereotyped that way. And then sometimes when you have to approach, like Purva, for instance, she is actually a positive character. She just has shades of gray. She's a very truthful and a very, very sincere, honest person. Doesn't lie, accepts her flaws, and just that her approach towards love gets a bit aggressive, and that too because she's cushioned with power. Otherwise, for me, I have treated her as a very positive character, and there are so many layers to her. But sometimes when you go for an audition, they would just say कि वो negative character है या वो positive character है. So again, these are the stereotypes. And I also feel one thing which I don't like. Generally, whenever they have to show an actor or like a character from any region, they think कि अगर हम कोई सरदार दिखाएंगे तो बल्ले बल्ले बोलेगा वो, अगर कोई साउथ इंडियन दिखाएंगे तो अयो बोलेगा. So I think these, like we really, all of us travel, we know India very well. We are very well connected to everybody, and we know it doesn't work like that anymore. So those are the cliches, the stereotypes I don't like.
Honestly, the change that I want to see, that people on for the web shows, okay, the web series and movies, people get the role according to their followers on Instagram. I feel it's a different. I don't disrespect Instagram, because even I make money through that. But I'm saying that shouldn't be the important thing कि अगर इसके 500 के फॉलो इसके 2 million followers है तुम इसको काम देंगे. I get it, it's business. I get it कि वो 2 million are not just about the followers but about the audience you will get. But when we talk about the hard work, the who's a better actor, I mean, who's more deserving just because he has followers. I mean, आजकल dance reels बना के भी लोगों को followers मिल जाते हैं. So that's a different workspace. That's a different, you know what I'm saying? They can be blessed with more collaborations, more work, more ads on social media, but not like performance wise. You know what I'm saying? Like ये नहीं हो सकता कि यार करण जौहर की फिल्म की हीरोइन ये लड़की क्योंकि इसके 6 million followers है और मैं नहीं हूँ क्योंकि मेरे 400 के followers है, 300 के followers है. So I think this is something that I really want to change. That social media is bringing a lot of change, but then उसे कुछ side negative parts भी है which I have just spoken about, which I don't like. So I really hope that kind of really changes. Puts a lot of pressure on the actor nowadays. It's not just about acting and banging a show. It's all about kitne followers hai. I don't want to go through that pressure. I have enough pressure in my life. I don't want that pressure now.
So what exciting content can we expect this year? What does 2022 look like for all of you?
Right now, I'm just very, very overwhelmed about the response of YKK, Ye Kali Kali Aankhe. My DMs are flooded. My social media is, people are just pouring in their love, and I'm right now just enjoying that. As of now, I can only talk about that. There is something that is about to come out soon, but I will wait for an official statement, and then I will be glad to talk about it. Other than that, obviously, I am hoping to collaborate with some great filmmakers, and I want to be part of amazing storytelling. So I hope it happens this year.
I feel there's a lot of work that I have been craving for. I think I'll remove some time off for my traveling, because I love traveling and spending time with my friends and family. So I actually always want to get that balance of working too much and traveling too much. I'm not a person like who would want to work 30 days a month. No. मेरे को सिर्फ 24-25 दिन काम करने. I want that 5 days for me and my family, and I want to chill and roam around and travel also. So I think a lot of work. I want to work. I want to work a lot, do good stuff, be a part of good stories, good content, and be surrounded by good energies and work a lot and spend a lot of time with my family and friends.
I think 2022 will probably be my best-selling year for sure. There's bestseller coming to start off the year, and I have a very big project coming after that, which is again a lead, where it's like my dream come true. That's coming soon in the next couple of months. And even on the personal front, life is just going to be the best in 2022. I know for sure, inshallah.